Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us on this edition of News 2. I'm Sandra Gmansing. In our top story, the St. Croix Federation of Teachers Local 1826 President Rosa Soto Thomas shared with News 2 more information on the recent U.S. Court of Appeals for the Third Circuit ruling where local unions challenged the 8% salary reduction for government employees enacted by the government of the Virgin Islands during the 29th legislature. Here is the story filed by Richard Dorsey.
This act is 7261 that imposed an 8% salary reduction on all government employees, all right? Anybody making over $26,000 was impacted. The union now is happy that the Third Circuit has ruled contrary to the district court. So the ball now is back in district court's lap with the Third Circuit ruling that they have to reconsider their judgment. Okay, it was definitely constitutional violations that occurred, and they have to reconsider. They must reconsider and make all government employees whole.
Another issue affecting the AFT union.
Over 50-something or more folks were hired this year, okay, in our district, in the St. Croix district. And to date, more than half of them have not received their paychecks. The union has been given the runaround. Our members are calling the union office, inundating the union phone with calls. I know one thing. Members are demanding that the Virgin Islands government pay the AFT members for the time and the service rendered to the children of the Virgin Islands. We don't want our teachers to walk out. So please, we need happy teachers in the classroom. Pay our teachers. We need our teachers paid. If there's a system with ERP, then maybe you guys need to reconsider ERP. But you have to pay the teachers. There is no ands, if, or buts about it. You must pay our teachers, whether they're international, whatever ethnic group they represent. They provided and rendered a service to the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Well, count on News 2 while we cover more of this issue as AFT Local 1826 continues to push forward with for their members' compensation. Well, there were scheduled early school dismissals on St. Thomas due to monthly job-embedded professional development for teachers. The Virgin Islands Department of Education, St. Thomas St. John District Office of the Insular Superintendent notified parents, students, and staff last week. School will resume at normal times on Friday, November 18th. Members of the Committee on Finance, chaired by Senator Clifford Graham, held a meeting at the Capitol building on Thursday to receive testimony on several bills, including Bill number 31-0369, as it relates to the establishment of credit unions and for their oversight. Some of the responsibilities of the NCUA are the issuance of interpretive rulings, financial performance reports, legal opinion letters, strict rules and regulations, reviews every 3 years, and the ability to examine chartered credit unions and issue administrative orders when it finds that a credit union or persons affiliated with credit union is in violation of the law. According to Director Brady, ultimately, lawmakers voted favorably for Bill number 31-0369. On November 15th, after a 5-day trial, a federal jury in St. Croix convicted Daniel Carino, 34, of St. Croix, of possession of a firearm during a violent crime, attempted murder, and assault third degree. Evidence presented at the trial established that on December 19, 2015, Carino encountered the victim at the Concordia garbage bin site in Frederickstead, St. Croix. An argument ensued during which Carino drew a firearm and shot the victim in the chest. Though shot, the victim wrestled the firearm away from Carino, who then ran into his vehicle and drove away. Later that evening, the victim selected Carino from a photo array while at the emergency room. Police apprehended Carino at a festival event that night. Carino faces a mandatory minimum sentence of 10 years on the firearm possession charge and a maximum of life imprisonment, plus a maximum fine of $250,000. On Wednesday, November 16th at roughly 10:11 p.m., officers were present at the Schneider Hospital in regards to 2 gunshot victims. An 18-year-old male victim was taken into surgery, and the second victim was still being tended to. Upon arrival, contact was made with a 21-year-old male victim who was being treated in the right upper arm and left rib area. Contact was also made with an 18-year-old male victim who was being treated for the gunshot wound to his right rib area. Both victims explained that they were in the Oswald Harris Court housing community, sitting in the area of Building 3 near the garbage bin when they heard multiple shots being fired. Both males further explained that they took off running when they heard the shots being fired. Call police if you have any information that can assist in this investigation. On Saturday, November 12, 21-year-old Samari Fredericks was arrested by Kings Mountain Sheriff Squad in North Carolina. Fredericks was wanted for first-degree murder, aiding and abetting, reckless endangerment, and assault first, unauthorized use of a firearm during a crime, brandishing, exhibiting, or using a deadly weapon. Fredericks is wanted in connection for a shooting that took place in October 19, 2014 at the Blitz nightclub for the murder of Shakoy Benjamin. A warrant was issued on August 31, 2016 by a St. Thomas Superior Court judge. Fredericks was residing in North Carolina, where his landlord found out he was wanted for murder and reported to the police. The police department then ran his name and confirmed the same, and he was detained. Police on St. Thomas are asking the public's assistance in locating Tyrone Jared Doss, a 17-year-old missing minor. Tyrone left his home, police say, on Thursday, November 10th to attend school and never returned back home. He was last seen wearing gray and black short pants with a white t-shirt. His last known address is 3394 122 Anna's Retreat, St. Thomas. He is 17 years old, has a light brown complexion, stands 5'11", light brown eyes, and weighs about 150 pounds. If you see Tyrone Jared Doss or know his whereabouts, you are asked to contact Detective Cleopatra Brooks or Donna Stark at 715-5544 or 715-5543 or 911. President Obama continues his last foreign trip Thursday, and President-elect Donald Trump's transition team works to fill key positions in his administration. Diane Gallagher has the latest from Washington, D.C. on both presidents.
A little over a week after Donald Trump was elected president, his transition team leader, Vice President-elect Mike Pence, is back in familiar territory, meeting with leadership on Capitol Hill.
It's just very humbling to me.
Pence met with Republicans.
He gave our members an update on the transition and the priorities for this new administration. It was a warm and very productive conversation.
And Democrats.
Thank you for what I trust will be the first of many conversations as we move forward toward inauguration.
We'll try to find our common ground where we can, and of course stand our ground when we can't.
As Donald Trump continues to meet with potential members of his future administration in New York,
welcome to the Transition Daily Briefing.
His team held its first briefing call with the press.
The president-elect will have a 2-hour transition team meeting tomorrow.
Meanwhile, the current president continues his final overseas trip.
It is wonderful to be back in Berlin,
reassuring foreign leaders on the health of the relationships between their countries and the United States, as the first world leader sets out for an official meeting with the future president.
I am very honored to see the president-elect ahead of other world leaders. I would like to hold a talk with Mr. Trump to talk about our dream towards the future.
Japan's Shinzo Abe will spend Thursday evening at Trump Tower with the president-elect. In Washington, I'm Diane Gallagher.
Keeping our eye on the economy, let's take a look at the stock market watch at the New York Stock Exchange. According to the numbers there, we can see everything up. The Dow up 35, NASDAQ 39, S&P 500 up 10. Coming up on News 2, lots of information on Happy Day, wine tastings, GUAVABERRY, and your winning lottery numbers. That's coming up. Welcome back. Have you ever wondered about what happens at the Career and Technical Education Center on St. Croix? Well, the IT instructor at CTech gives more information on the Cyber Patriot program. Here's more.
Students in the Virgin Islands now have the opportunity to excel in different IT education.
The Cyber Patriot program is a national program which have students compete in the area of cybersecurity. This is the 9th competition year, and we are excited that the Department of Education has made its first entry, and it's done at CTEC. This has been an extreme collaborative effort between the administration, my colleagues, the students, and their parents.
This program also promotes diversity.
I have an all-girls team, and for us, that's awesome because we don't have enough girls in the field of IT. And so to introduce these girls to the field of IT and cybersecurity in particular, it is a great opportunity for them. It's a great learning experience, and it opens up new doors.
Well, get ready for the holidays with a fun and casual wine tasting. It's hosted by Historical Theater, and it's a fundraiser and West Indies Company. Want to learn more about the wines? Here's more about the event on Friday.
We'll be offering hors d'oeuvres, cheeses and fruit and crackers, simple things so that nothing will interfere with the taste of the wines. So if you would like to come, please do come. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be holiday carols and a piano playing, and it's a great time to stock up on your Christmas giving, particularly wines. And we are also offering a toy drive for the Family Resource Center. So if you will please come along, just bring an unwrapped toy so that we can contribute that to children over the season. That'll be a great help to everybody.
Well, that's on Friday. Now, also this Friday, November 18th, McDonald's will host their annual McHappy Day fundraiser. Now, on this day, proceeds from every Big Mac sold will be donated to My Brother's Workshop to support their programs on both St. Thomas and St. Croix. Members of the community are encouraged to get involved by purchasing a Big Mac or a paper hand to participate and make a contribution. McDonald's has set a goal of raising $10,000 for My Brother's Workshop programs. Also, many at the restaurants were greeted by Branch and Poppy at Lockhart on Thursday, November 17th. And Villa Lorraine St. Croix will get their turn on Friday, November 18th at 1 p.m. Be sure and stop by and say hello to DreamWorks Trolls.
The funds that we will raise tomorrow at the event will go straight into the program, and that goes to pay the kids as they're doing their job training, and then it goes to further the programs that we're doing within our workshop. My Brother's Workshop is a nonprofit organization on the U.S. Virgin Islands. We work with at-risk and high-risk youth ages 16 to 24 through mentoring, counseling, education, vocational training, and job placement. McDonald's is doing their worldwide promotion for McHappy Day. So they pick a local charity, and so we've been selected this year again. And so if you go to any of the McDonald's locations on St. Thomas and St. Croix, and you buy a Big Mac or a paper hand, all of those proceeds go directly to My Brother's Workshop.
The 4th annual Model of the Year competition that's coming up, and auditions are set for this Saturday on St. Croix at JG Management in Mount Pleasant Mall from 11 a.m. to 4. Then on St. Thomas, St. John, Sunday at CAHS Library at 12:30. There are 6 divisions. They are looking for just about every look. So be sure to check it out. Amazing prizes to include a round-trip ticket to New York. It's never too early to start celebrating the holiday season. Get ready for the 2nd annual GUAVABERRY Festival that's coming up this Saturday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the St. George Village Botanical Garden, sponsored by the 10 Sleepless Nights Culture Committee. The fun-filled day includes vendors, a guava berry competition that features guava berry treats and live music by Stanley and the 10 Sleepless Nights. Also scheduled to perform are the Guardians of Culture, the Mukajumbis, the I Cultural Dancers, and more. Admission is just $6 for adults, $3 for children. The GUAVABERRY Festival helps raise money for the 10 Sleepless Nights Scholarship Fund.
Sleepless Nights give back to our community by providing scholarship to individuals, children who are graduating from high school and plan to study music. We look forward to you supporting our activities because your support of the Cultural Committee activities is an investment in the future of St. Croix, Quail music, and the survival of our culture. Thank you very much for your support.
Well, grab your pen and paper and your tickets. In the spirit of Thanksgiving, if you purchase a sheet of the lottery ticket drawn earlier today, you would have noticed the Thanksgiving theme. And if you are a winner, you will have a lot to be thankful for. Here are the winning numbers.
The VI Lottery presents draw results of today's drawing on News 2. Here are the top prizes. Fifth prize for $20,000, 16367. 16367. Fourth prize for $30,000, 26047. 26047. Third prize for $40,000, 18339. 18339. Second prize for $65,000, 6876. 6876. And the winning ticket number of the grand prize for $175,000 is 25083. 25083. If your ticket wasn't called, keep trying. One of these days, your number could win. The next drawing is December 15th. Play the VI Lottery and imagine the possibilities.
Well, good luck as you check those tickets. Before we go to break, many laced up the sneakers and hit the pavement as they joined the All Saints Cathedral students and alumni last Saturday at Yacht Haven Grand. We want to run this again so you can see the pictures. And it was the Run with the Vikings. This 5K walk run started and ended at Yacht Haven Grand and benefits the school. This race was timed. Custom finisher medals were given and trophies were awarded for the top finishers, and we have the list of top winners. First place male Shane DeGans at 17:47. First place female Talise Thompson, 23 minutes 15 seconds. First place youth under 12 male Edward Forstel, 31:50. First place youth under 12 female Cassidy Keynes, 33:34. Oldest participant Elton Harrigan, 52:45. And here are the top five again. Shane DeGans, Evan Jones, Connor McKelvey, Aaron Wentworth, and Karen Gaikward. Congratulations to all the participants. Well, be sure to stick around. Your News 2 AccuWeather forecast is coming up next.
Well, as we head towards the end of our work week, it certainly is going to get worse as far as the weather is concerned. We have a cold front that's swept off of the southeast coast of the U.S. That's slowly making its way towards us, and so we're going to have an uptick in moisture. That means tomorrow, heavier showers, and that shower activity is also going to extend in through the weekend as well. As we take a look at the current radar, we do have some heavier downpours over Puerto Rico. Those are going to continue over the weekend as well. As far as the U.S. Virgin Islands are concerned, maybe a couple of pop-up spotty easterly trade wind showers, but overall not looking at some widespread downpours for currently and through this evening. So maybe a shower or two throughout tonight. 77 degrees for your high. As we head towards tomorrow, we're really looking at these showers to pick up come the afternoon time as that front really begins to sink closer in. So seeing a shower or two for St. John's, and some of these could be some heavier downpours as well. As we head towards our Saturday, we're looking to have some more widespread wet weather. That also includes in St. Croix. Now out on the waters with this front passing through, really not too disturbed out there. We have some waves slightly above normal levels, 2 to 4 feet. Winds out the east, 5 to 10 knot for the Atlantic side. Currently, we don't have any advisories out on the water. For the Caribbean, very similar. However, winds slightly higher out of the east, 10 to 15 knots. Here's a look at your extended forecast. So for your Friday, some heavier showers into Saturday as well. That's going to extend through Monday even, and chances of thunderstorms are possible as well. Now, as we head towards Monday night and then into Tuesday, Wednesday, behind this front, it's going to begin to dissipate off to our southeast, and that is going to bring us a big area of high pressure, which is going to really calm the weather down for us. We'll return back to that normal easterly trade wind shower. Now we're going to send it back to Sandy in the studio.
Thanks for that. It's time for our News 2 weather picture there by Liana Camacho of Ricardo Richards Elementary School. And Liana shows some beautiful weather there with lots of sunshine and blue puffy clouds there. Nice scenery. Liana, great job. Send us your News 2 weather picture to News 2, Innovative Business Center, 4611 Tutu Park, Suite 300, St. Thomas, VI 00802. That is all for this edition. We'd like to thank you for joining us for all the latest. I'm Sandra Guman saying have a wonderful evening.